Megan won her defamation case against Milagro today. So I wanted to look at her birth chart to see what it was saying surrounding the lawsuit, and it all makes sense. Now, before we get into it, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm doing 25 days of astrology, where from today until Christmas, I'm posting one video a day on my YouTube, astrology related. Same name, Moon World Mommy. Go tap in. Okay, so here are the current transits for today. Now, looking at Saturn, Saturn is the planet that rules her ninth house. The ninth house is the house of the law. The North Node is there, which is very closely conjunct her Saturn as well too. The North Node represents an increase in energy, and this makes sense because justice was served. She got the outcome that she wanted in this lawsuit. And also, transiting Sun is also in a square with Saturn, and that makes sense as well too because the Sun can be associated with like awards and recognition. And again, she won her case. She was awarded, although less money than she expected, because we know Milagro ain't got no money. But I think for Megan, especially in a situation like this where all people do is like talk shit about her and defame her, like this is still a win even outside of money, like period. And also, when you look at the sun is conjunct Jupiter, which is the planet that represents the law as a whole. The North Node is also making contact to her Jupiter because her Jupiter and Saturn are actually squaring each other. And also Mars, which is fighting, which is conflict, which is tension. She had to fight this case, but the sun being conjunct her Jupiter, it worked out in her favor. And also, I read in an astrology book that the eighth house, whereas the ninth house is the house of a law as a whole. I don't know if there's any validity to this, but it said that the eighth house is the house that represents the outcome of a lawsuit. And there's also a stellium there. So that makes sense that she, won the lawsuit. And when you look at Megan's lunar return, which is the chart of the month for her based off of her moon sign, there's planets in the ninth house and there's planets in the eighth house, which makes sense. And also, I like that Mercury retrograde is in the ninth house because, again, people were talking shit about her, doing crazy things online, and that was what the essence of this whole case was about. So, yeah, astrology is so literal. Let me know what y'all think. And, yeah, follow me for more astrology content and go tap into that YouTube.